Hey all, in this video we'll see about how much JavaScript is needed before stepping into React to build the user interfaces. Yes, in my previous video I have mentioned prerequisites to learn React, right? So in this video we'll see what are those JavaScript concepts you should be aware of. So guess what will be my answer? Just I'm only revealing here my answer. Here you go. Yes, it depends. Yes, because all applications are not of same type, right? So the applications or projects which are going to be developed according to the requirement, they are going to be developed, right? So it means some applications, when you consider the projects or applications, some applications are going to be of simple type, some applications are going to be of complex type. So it depends on the application you are building actually. And if you see, when you code in React, actually you provide JavaScript code, right? Because the React itself, it is one of the JavaScript library. So now I will project the JavaScript concepts which are to be known to start off React compatible. Here you go. First, with variable declaration. Under variable declaration, you should be aware of three different keywords called var, let, and const. So when to use var, when to use let, and when to use const. And what is the difference between these three we should be aware of. Next, what are the different data types available? What is meant by array? How to declare an array? What is an object? What is a class? How to create them? How to create a function? Difference between normal function, arrow function. What are the different conditional statements we have? What is meant by looping concept? What is the purpose of map filter for each functionalities? What is the purpose of stringify method? What are the different operators available? And what is the purpose of rest and spread operator? What is destructuring? What is the use of includes method? And how to use async and await functionality? Yes, so these are the concepts or topics you should be aware of. So these are the different JavaScript concepts I have mentioned. And if you consider these concepts, or these are the features of JavaScript. We just mentioned them as the concepts also. But if you consider these concepts, all these concepts are like uh, available in JavaScript from various versions. I have taken them from various versions and have projected here in this video. So these concepts are JavaScript features actually, and these are like I've taken from starting from ES5 version to ES12 version. So if you consider starting with ES5 version to ES 12th version, all these concepts are available in JavaScript actually. So these are the topics I'm telling you you should be aware of. And not only this, there are plenty concepts you should be aware of. But before stepping into React, you should be aware of this. Yeah, and you may think that here in this moment, you might think that first I'll learn JavaScript, then I'll go with React. Yes, you should learn JavaScript, but if you start learning JavaScript before stepping into React, like completely I'll learn JavaScript, then I'll step into React, but that will be your mistake because when you start learning JavaScript, you will be into that loop only, where that loop never ends actually, and you cannot start React. So that is the reason I have mentioned here some of the concepts, some of the JavaScript concepts you should be aware. Where after learning these concepts, you can simply step into React comfortably. And yes, when you are into React, meanwhile, based on the complexity of the project, simultaneously you can go with JavaScript and then apply those JavaScript concepts into React. So next video we'll see about these particular JavaScript concepts in detail whatever I have mentioned in this video with some coding part. Thank you all.